Hi, welcome to ASU Talk 101. I'm your host, Dana DeMarco, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you our three guests today. We have here Lily, Francie, and Amanda, and we'll be talking about three things that you must do as an ASU student before you graduate. So first we'll hear from Lily, and she's going to tell us about one of ASU's main focal points of pride and tradition.
ASU A Mountain is a must. You need to go there. It's just, it represents, pride of being a Sun Devil. And it's just, it's extremely significant for a landmark at ASU.
And that it's not always the same color. Why is that?
Yeah, it depends, like if we win against U of A, and they will come and maybe, mess
So
it
it's
up.
the rival school.
Yeah, the rival
Okay.
school. But it's supposed to be painted golden, but it looks kind of yellowish.
Okay.
But it just represents the colors for ASU.
Is a 4.2-mile race in honor of the former ASU football star Pat Tillman. He attended ASU and later on went to become a professional football player for the Arizona Cardinals. Once there, he actually enlisted in the Army in 2002, where there was a tragedy, unfortunately.
Okay, now can you explain a little bit more about this tragedy for those who don't know?
Yeah, in April of 2004, Pat Tillman was actually shot by friendly fire and he died. So the community basically honors him through Pat's run, just honoring his journey and his service to our country.
Okay, well, very sad story, very touching though, and it's great that ASU has built this foundation to honor their alumni. Pat
And it's
Tillman.
actually happening this weekend, right?
Yeah, it is. This
Oh,
upcoming
okay.
weekend.
And I understand there's actually a lot of participants. I actually heard that there's more people that go to the Pat Tillman's race than the actual Boston Marathon.
Yeah, there's also, I was listening just to the news right now, there's a worry about,
There- yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because of what just
Yeah.
happened, yeah. That's unfortunate, but hopefully with all the security that everything will go well.
It's convenient for students since it's located so close to campus, but it's just a lot of fun because there's always a huge crowd there, and they just have a lot of festivities going on at all times every weekend. If it's not for a special occasion or holiday like Mardi Gras, or they just had recently they had a art festival I think they put on yearly. So they usually will shut down the street, and it just brings in a lot of families and students as well. So there's always something going on at all times. A lot of people like to go to Zuma on Mondays, and then usually before they go out for the night, they'll go to Q Club, which is right next door. A recent new opening is Handlebars, which has been really popular, especially among the guys that are turning 21. And another one is Firehouse, which has recently opened this year, and it's ran by a younger audience or younger crowd. So they usually have attracted a lot of Greek life to go there, and it's different than other bars because it's more of like a dance bar / club.
It looks like we are out of time, unfortunately. But thank you, ladies, for being guests on the
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
And don't forget to tune in next week for our discussion about ASU stereotypes. And my name is Dana DeMarco, and thank you for watching.